So welcome. This is Sunday. This is me with a lot of beauty filters over it. This is a reading what I want to do, and I hope to kind of keep going in every Sunday, doing a little update on 7 days ahead. Now, this is a reading what my master taught me yesterday at when we were doing the group meditation and our course with tarot with the psychology. So without any further ado, this is a bigger deck, a bigger card reading. So I'm gonna put it down, scoop it down for you, and give you a few seconds, about 10 or 20 seconds, to decide which group is yours. Oh, I guess this group will be a very significant group. I sense that group 2, you could have a time off with, you should be watching out the Saturn and Jupiter conjunction tomorrow. You could have actually already feeling about this because we had a big clearance coming from the ashes from the sage falling on top of your deck. So just let's watch out for it. I'm going to start with the Ryder Whyte one. If this is your deck, we're going to see what would be your next 7 days. Now, these decks are pre-shuffled, so I'm just going to shuffle it to get the energy in it, and we're going to cut it, and I'm going to pull out the cards. Okay, the deck is definitely ready for cutting. Before, I just asked that I forgot something. It's the water is always bringing in a little bit more of energy, so I'm gonna just really quickly shuffle that over the candle. So can we get a collective energy for group 1? This one energy, what would be a main thing for this next week from 21st to 27th? And it's going to be a bit of a, some of you could be a very easy week, some of you could be very kind of an up and down week, but I do sense you might be more like ghosting through it. And the conjunction wouldn't make too much difference because you have, you're already ascended quite a lot. You've done a lot of work this year, this 2020. And it doesn't really affect you that much. So overall is adjacent possibilities. So I do sense there is some kind of possibilities which you're starting to see in the next week. Let's see what we have here. Let's got the deck. Excuse me. Can't stop prepping. Okay. Very interesting. I have asked to stay at this. Okay. So Monday we have 5 of Pentacles and the Hermit. So I do sense for you, Monday could be a time where you are probably going to be a little bit more, by the way, my kids are home, so they might barge in. It could be where you need to use your own inner wisdom. You might find yourself a very because of the conjunction as well, a little bit left out. You might be feeling a little bit withdrawn in. You're kind of looking for a deeper meaning of why are you going through this kind of a situation. There is nothing to be feared of about it. It's perfectly fine. It is meant for you because there is a bigger wisdom's coming in from within you to understand where you're actually heading and what you need to do. It also is kind of coming in where you're starting to actually see where you need to do changes in your material life, and that material life could be anything, not relationship necessary, but I would say your money, your finances, your work, where you live, and everything including in that environment. So that where you're starting to use your inner wisdom and your inner understanding. Our material world at the moment in the 3D world is kind of a bit of a hoax, or a bit of a kind of in a little bit of a hardship. So it is kind of a natural that you might feel that you're a bit lost in it. You're not feeling it. So Tuesday we are looking at the Page of Swords and also the Star. So I do sense with the Monday, if you're culminating and feeling a little bit left out, but you're using your wisdom, your Virgo energy, then in the next to the Tuesday, you're starting to kind of see a new beginning or new understanding, a mental understanding, mostly like this Mercury energy. With the Star coming here, you kind of start to see a hope, and you can start to see how you could come out of this kind of a material, what is now serving for you. Tuesday could be like the possibilities are starting like, oh, hang on, I actually have more assets that I could work with to make it my life more prosperous or more moving forward. Me, I can't talk right now, okay? Just you have to wait. So there's a lot of more hope coming out of you. I do sense it's like, if you look at these cards with the Hermit, like looking for the light, okay, on Monday. The Hermit, the Star in the Lantern, and then there's the Star out. So whatever you're going through in Monday, it could be a very difficult situation, but you're starting to see the hope and the light. You bring out the light within you. So it's a lot of it. It's a good healing journey. Now, I do sense it could be something to do that you read, or you're getting kind of information from online. Could be online, or you could be talking to someone. With the Page of Swords, there's communication coming through, and that kind of helps you to see the light, and maybe a financial gain as well if you're struggling financially. So there is a kind of a message to wait on Tuesday. Thursday we have Knight of Cups. Wednesday we have Knight of Cups. We're heading towards the Christmas with Six of Swords. So I do sense you're moving away with something, from something, but with a lot of hope. Okay, you're getting the hope there, but you kind of see how you could get past it. How could you get from away from the whatever emotion you had on Monday? I do sense it's more outside. That there is a little bit more hope. There is very stable moving forward energy here, and in a good way. You're taking all your knowledge and you see how you can make your wishes to come true, how you could prosper or get more emotional value out of it, how you could feel more happy and joyous. And then we go to the Thursday, we have Eight of Pentacles, so to Seven of Cups. So let's say you see the Five of Pentacles, we are raising up to Eight of Pentacles. So your work, if you've been looking for a work, then the work is starting to come in, and there's a lot of opportunities coming in with it. So Thursday you might be looking much more positive. When Monday you were like, oh, I'm unemployed, I don't know how I'm gonna get the Christmas presents or Christmas or anything over it. The work and the prosperity is coming to you on Thursday. There is more opportunities than one coming for you as you have been looking for your light. And yeah, the wish for fulfillment. I do sense if you have been feeling very kind of a down lately, what is absolutely normal, and consider the conjunction is coming in. Saturn and Jupiter conjunction, and the stars are lining up, and it's in Aquarius, so it is a quite strong movement and looking for new ways to live your life or move your life. So when you're starting to move away from that, that even the mentality, this kind of depressive mentality, is starting to look more positive thinking than the negative thinking, and opening those chakras for you. It's like it is literally a click, and then you can start to change how your chakras will spin. there is more opportunities coming to you on Thursday. So let's say Christmas Eve is going to be, you will be feeling like fabulous. I have loads of things to do on Christmas, or a new year in 2021 is going to look much more possible. There is, like I said, there is possibilities. Friday we are looking at the Empress. Someone is really definitely hosting a house party and a movement. So even including your business, if you have been kind of wondering where and what is going to happen to your business, there is a gentle growth. They have 3 and 3, 2 trees here. So literally with the Empress here, I want to say you're going to the 5 to the 8 of Pentacles to the Empress, what is Taurus, and then there's another Pentacle card. It's an earth energy, and there is a movement. You might have to wait a little bit longer because it's a slow moving energy, but there is a definite growth. On Friday you would be having this prosperous and nurturing day where people are probably, I don't feel that they're fussing around you, but you might be fussing around other people. A lot of wishes to come true. So from the very low vibration and energy, by Friday you have a nice strong energy there. And then I am channeling, my nose starts to run. So the energy is flowing in. My third chakra opens and it's this little gunk. So there is a kind of a good positive this growth. So if you look at that, we are moving from Hermit to the Empress, and the Empress is also Libra energy. So we are moving from Virgo to the Libra. So there is a great kind of a movement in it. What I kind of want to say, if you're feeling very down on Monday, really go in and look at that light. Look at what you can do. If it's to financial, where is your liabilities and can you drop them ASAP, or and where is your assets and can you use them ASAP? So this is kind of a thing. There's good growth, yeah. Friday is looking lovely. Now let's see Saturday. 7 of Swords. You're making plans. You're going to being strategic and trying to figure it out how you could get your own knowledge as much used as possible. Also, I do hear that some of you might have to look at some of the advice for your new business plan or whatever you want to do might not be genuine. So it's just kind of you might have to drop a few just take it, but just don't use that. And for a Sunday we have Queen of Wands, your own little power. Okay, so I do sense it's like there's a lot of kind of an energy burgeoning on that level where you are going to be seeing through some people or some advice. Like I do sense you have a lot of advice coming, but you're owning your own week. The Sunday you would be this outgoing and super confident and you know what you want. This is a very kind of passionate as well. You would be looking back at your week and say like, what a week, what a freaking week. So saying this, this looks a very pretty week, to be honest, for me. I'm doing 2021 readings, and I'm also going to put up the Capricorn season readings now with the Devil card and working with the limiting beliefs, what fears and what needs to be let go. So these are going up in YouTube in the next couple of days. And yeah, 2021 readings, you can book them. They're €40, and I'll leave the information all down below. So I'm going to put this deck away, and we are going to move. I'm just going to clear this energy here, because this is if you pick this deck, this group 2, this is a little bit there's a lot of clearance to do. There's a lot of I'm using sage to clear the energies, and it just walloped a big lump of dust on it when I did it. So there could be you might have to clear some of the people out of your life, or there's a lot of clearing going to happen for this week. Okay, clean your space, declutter your home, declutter your any kind of other environmental situations. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what is overall energy for group 2. Oh, quick. Envy, and this is that talks about this. Clear your space, clear your mental space, your emotional space. Actually, emotional space is a little bit lower in our sacrum. This is love. This is not to do with emotions. This is fear and love. So they're kind of doing hand in hand. But clear your sacral chakra, okay? For emotional space, and if you can, clear your physical space as well. And spiritual space, very important, is to also clear a spiritual space. If there's any kind of negativity or any kind of conspiracy theories coming into your way, or people are being just negative in your spiritual world and spreading rather negative message rather than positive message, because make our own, like I'm saying clear your space, like this isn't the only thing. I'm not saying that you would be terrified or scared. There's enough scaremongering out there. We don't need to dwell too much in it, because actually that will make us sick. So yeah, clear your spiritual space, clear all your 4 spiritual bodies, emotional body, physical space, heart, mental space, and your spiritual space. So this envy card is one of those in your environment. And the sun, but this is a very positive card. So there's a lot of hope and a lot of love and a lot of life and warmth in your week as well. Let's see. So I'm going to shuffle a little bit to get into the energies. And we're going to cut the deck and we're going to see how it's going to go. Okay. So for a Monday, we have Knight of Swords in reverse. And we have Wheel of Fortune. Okay. With the Knight of Swords in reverse, it's bang on. It comes like Knight of Swords. Wheel of Fortune energy is kind of closing out today. But Wheel of Fortune energy is actually lasting for 12 years. Every year it comes on, and the energy will be passing on through all of us. It's the energy, Capricorn energy. And it's also energy of Saturn. And as we go into the conjunction, it really probably in Monday, you will be highlighted what you need to let go. And we were talking about clearing the space, and people who are envious about you, or people who might be a bit harsh on you. But I do sense with Knight of Swords, don't rush too much in it. You might not feeling the conflict, but you might be facing a little bit of a kind of a head banging, a bit of it there. But you have a great mental clarity coming. I do hear now as well that there could be some foggy messages, but you have enough clarity to understand with the Wheel of Fortune energy there that these messages are not genuine. Okay, they could be, because there is a liver around and envy, so you might be clearing up a lot of in your outside world and mentality. Also here, just watch out what news outlets you are. Like I said, maybe just clear out and really cleanse out your social media platforms and what kind of messages and advertisement you're getting, because they might not be that genuine, and they could be a very kind of a harsh and fear-mongering. Fake news kind of comes out, so you might have to watch out that. But you're cutting out and you're taking charge of your own. It's what doesn't serve you, you're letting it go. It's not going to be, you kind of understand, there is more kind of understanding just before Christmas and before 2021, and it's a great time because, like I'm saying, this devil energy is coming in, the limiting beliefs, and where we have to let go of limiting beliefs. So this understanding now, on Monday, when the devil energy comes in as well, that hang on, I don't actually need to hang on these things too much, because they're not serving me, they're not for me. I can get much better value on somewhere else, or much better news or much better communication with other people from someone else. I don't need to stand in this energy and hang on to it. So this is kind of Monday probably will be going to be a tough day for a lot of people. So what we have, no, this is the first Two of Cups and the Lovers in reverse as for Tuesday. Now, with the Lovers in reverse, I do sense this is kind of a relationship thing when you will be probably dealing a lot. Let's say Monday you're dealing with all the information you're getting in and you're starting to understand what serves you, what doesn't serve you. But it's also to do with the people, and you would be letting go some of the people of this. You're going to not make a full-on decision on what you want to do. But there's definitely something to do with relationships on Tuesday, and how you value yourself, which cups you're filling. Some of you might have a little bit of disappointment of your loved one, that they might come and go. They're just gonna have a little stop at your house. But I do sense it's not really a bad energy here. It's fulfilling energy, but it leaves you probably a little bit more confused on what to do with certain situations, okay? But the Spirit is really calling you to fill your own cup and not worry about others that much. It's like you don't have to make any decisions. What I hear also, some of you might be getting a position of going into a relationship or getting more intimate with someone or more committed to someone, and Spirit says don't make the decision now. Okay, so there's kind of a confusing day in relationships for Tuesday, but it's like make sure your cup is full. Okay, Two of Cups is also very good self-care and self-love and loving yourself more. But I do sense it's like whatever happens, you're going to mirror back all their emotions. And I do sense it's like if you're starting to let go of some of the people in your life, they might be coming out with the Christmas gifts and really quite genuine conversations with you, and you get really confused. So you don't have to make any decisions. Leave the verdict up in the air. It will be sorted out themselves. The universe will sort this out, okay? It's not right time with this whole conjunction. Rather go in the flow and just sit out this Christmas, okay? So we have Wednesday with the Ace of Cups. So yeah, Wednesday would be where you're filling your own good needs and good cups with the Four of Swords. You're really kind of putting your own, Wednesday you will be filling yourself and healing yourself, and you are starting, like I said, you don't have to make any decision Tuesday. You're filling your own cup, you're healing yourself, you're putting your own personal needs, and you're clearing out your mental clarity, okay? You're just starting to getting into holiday mode. I would kind of say I just want to read a good book, and I want to run a nice bath, have a nice glass of wine. I want to pamper myself. I want to take a break from all the drama what has happened in 2020, and I want to concentrate for today for myself. And I do sense there could be someone around you who help you to do that. They would be fussing and hustling around you and making you feel fabulous. Some of you might just get cleaner in to clean your house for Christmas. Good for you, do it. I'm giving up on a clean house. I have 2 kids, 2 cats and a dog. I don't want another dog, so because I'm just giving up on the house. Unless they're out of college, all of them, cats and dogs as well. I don't think I can have a clean house. So Thursday we are 3 wands. You're taking time out. You're not rushing anyways on Thursday. And Ace of Pentacles, you're taking time out and you're looking at your other opportunities. I do sense it's like a new beginning. You're just really revaluing what you have done you're starting to revalue that on Wednesday. On Thursday you're like, what are my opportunities? You're starting to really concentrate on the sun energy. There is an opportunity coming to you, but it's outside world kind of I do sense you're just really taking a chance to be in your own environment, in your own element, and not rushing anywhere, because it has been an intense beginning of the week where you might have to take, where you're kind of put it in a position where you're like, oh, I don't want to deal with this anymore, with the envy energy there. But you want to move it into the sun energy where you're like, now it's time for me to chill out. But I do sense it's like the opportunity, what is, you could be facing a new opportunity coming in the future, okay, as well with the 3 of Wands. It's not fast moving, it's not coming in yet, but there is something, yeah, like the commitment, a relationship commitment, it could be coming in that you have to move. But you don't have to make any decisions. You have time to think about it before you go move forward with it. We have 2 of Wands for Friday, and we have 6 of Cups. So yeah, you're kind of you're going to be enjoying yourself. You're going to work with your spirituality, but you're not rushing anywhere over the Christmas. With the 2 of Wands, you're nearly slowing a lot of things down. You don't want to rush. Like I said, you would rather be in your own environment. There could be a lot of wine happening. Yeah, you're working with yourself on Friday. You are going to enjoy the environment you're in. I don't see you doing a whole lot with the 2 of Wands energy here. Yeah, I don't see even a lot of communication. You rather would be on your own. You're just enjoying your soul tribe around you. With the 6 of Cups, your soulmates, your loved ones, your kids, your family, and you're not rushing anywhere. So Friday would be a lovely kind of an energy there. So Saturday, we are looking 3 of Swords. Ego. Saturday is our St. Vincent Day. So you could find yourself on Saturday that this 6 glasses of wine on Friday night was bringing you a bit of a hangover depression on, and you're just going to revalue of what has happened in the beginning of the week, and how your heart and mental is. Where is your ego, and where is your ego is hurt? Is the ego worth fighting to kind of get out of it on the top, or is it just a matter of letting it go? And for a Sunday, I have 6 of Swords in reverse. So you're revisiting some of the happenings, what has happened, and you're going to visit it, and you're going to go back and you're going to see your past patterns and how you could use them for your own well-being for a Sunday. So I do sense a weekend is going to be more mental, because you've kind of put it in a way. You're going to revisit your week. Now, yeah. Okay. There is some past issues coming up on Saturday. I do sense it's more to do, the Saturday, Sunday would be more to do with your own ego. I don't sense a whole lot of going into an argument or fight, but you could revisit some kind of a past issues or past kind of a limiting situations which you need to now let go. I want to really pull you an advice card. Because you have a little bit more intense energies there that I would like. I'm just going to clear this deck first. So let me get advice for... Okay, yeah, crossing the threshold. This isn't only like the initiation. This is really saying that rite of passage. It's just the kind of you're working through some kind of this devil energy coming in. You're working through some limiting beliefs and some ego attachments. What do you need to let go of? It is more highlighted because you have been working with yourself quite severely. But like it's just a past. This is really a devil energy. This really Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jupiter energy, where you need to look at the brighter side of the things rather than dwelling in too much in the past. Now, let's see. This is all I have. Group 2. That was a heavy energy, but I kind of sensed it, and just like. What I'm trying to say is, like, when we don't like anything in our reading, what I do, we can start the work on the progress already. It doesn't mean that you have to go through this all, but you definitely, you have to go through it. If this is a purely karmic lesson, so you can start to work on it now, and you start to welcome the energy, because when you start to welcome this kind of situations, it's much easier for you to kind of go through it. You kind of wake up on Saturday morning, it's like, there's my depression. And depression, if you want to see a video what I have posted before about depression and how it is worked with alchemy, as coming up from the below, the dark night of the soul kind of energy, and how it is for releasing. And that's why Devil is one of my favorite cards by far, because it is a fallen angel who wants to improve you rather than drag you down. It's the earthy mother, the mother, dark mother of earth. Actually, that's where the devil comes from. That who wants humanity to improve themselves and get the more energy up. So you can always work with your energy by now, and kind of welcoming all these kind of emotions and work with them. Okay, nothing to be feared of. So let's say we have the Coup Tree. This is my new deck. That's a Wild Unknown Tarot. And I love this deck very much. I wasn't really sure about it first, but it is really growing on me. No, sorry. Just want to clear the energies here. I think I need a bigger candle or a better. I think because I live in Ireland, and our winter time, the moisture in the air is about 50-60%. It's very high, so anything dried out like this does actually pull in the dampness a bit. So, okay, Group 2, yeah, so it doesn't, it just gets the too much moisture in it. So the energy for overall energy, what I heard or felt, because I have the ash, is what you are giving out is not in balance with what you're receiving. So try not to spend too much money on the Christmas gifts, but more on the thought rather than to the how much it costs. Sometimes all they need is a selection box of Lindt chocolates and they're happy. Or money. Like, consider what year we have had. I would say a lot of people do struggle with financially, so even getting shopping, Tesco, Aldi, little gift voucher can mean a huge, it could be a cost of 1 week food shopping that they don't have to worry about, and they can pay their bills instead. Very important. Now, let's see what we have for Group 3 as the clearance. 4 is the card for the week. Overall energy for the week. No, too many. No, I don't want 6. 3. Yeah, I could take 3. They gave me 2. Angel of Love. An Angel of Strength, 49 and 50. That's a beautiful, beautiful energy. I'm already envious. I'm a Group 2. Oh my God. Oh, like I said, you just follow. I do say that a lot lately. No. Page of Pentacles. No, Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, there is definitely growth. I do sense a lot of you will have a relationship, kind of happy relationship reading here. You might be freshly in love. You just met someone and you're just really want to, the love and strength is coming in. Okay. Okay, fine. You're ready. So I'm just doing one more shuffle. And we're going to cut the deck. So Monday, the High Priestess in reverse. The boundaries are tested. Okay, the boundary with Three of Cups. The boundaries are tested on your friendships and your family. Yeah, mostly on your friendships and relationships. Okay, you need to more knowledge of how to deal with the situation. If there is any kind of if you have any kind of conflict between your friends or colleagues, I don't sense that much of colleagues, more friendship, or you would be going out drinking, and you need to be aware of where you are limits, because you could be influenced by other people to drink more, or even when you don't want to drink anymore or do something silly. So your boundaries will be tested on Monday. I do sense, what I hear is like, if you go out drinking, be sensible drinking, and if you feel that you need to leave and not to anymore drink, then just don't let yourself convinced to be drinking more, okay? Because there is the boundaries, and they could be calling you with like, oh, you're just weak or whatever. Never mind that. Just move away from that kind of a context. You don't need to hang in there too much. Tuesday, we are looking at the Fool in reverse. And we also look Nine of Wands in reverse. So the Fool and Nine of Wands for Tuesday. The energy here is... I actually feel like you're giving up of a new opportunity to move forward. Okay, you're just kind of, you're not sure. If you have got any kind of a work opportunity lately, then I kind of sense that you're just kind of going like, oh, I'm not taking it. It's not going to work out. It could be to do that you are having a date on Monday, and Tuesday you kind of feel that this is not going to go anywhere. This new beginning is so delayed. I can't do this. I can't have this ability to grow it any further. So it kind of give that you're giving up on the opportunity on Tuesday. It could be a very strongly sense that it is to do with of whatever happens on Monday. So let's see what's happening Wednesday. We have Nine of Cups in reverse, and we have Five of Swords in reverse. So yeah, you're kind of taking it very hard though. Where is this going? I thought it was going to be lovely. You're taking it very hard. You don't want to really give up. You understand that you need to change something in your own emotional body. That you're just giving up on the relationships too quick. As soon as there's a little bit of a conflict, you just throw hands in the air and say, no, not by me, and you walk away. Or if there's any type of boundaries reached, or I do sense it's like you have just gone dating someone, and it doesn't go as well, or there's kind of a bit of a rift in Monday, where you might drink too much and talk too much, and you kind of get in the rowel, or something happens and you feel embarrassed on Tuesday, and you're like, no, I can't do this. And Wednesday, you're going in a little bit further down, and you're like, this is actually me who gives up in relationships, not others. And it's really highlighted, and you feel, I do sense you kind of feel a little bit down. Thursday. Good news? Yeah. 10 of Wands, and we have Judgment. If you weren't really sure about you kind of having an understanding why these things happen to you on a Thursday. There's much more clarity coming out in the inner kind of a guidance and judgment, and you're kind of going, that makes so sense. That is actually a pattern what has been coming up from a long time now, and I haven't really understood it because I have been kind of a shot that part off me. But this kind of with a judgment card, there's like, oh, finally I understand why is this repeating pattern in my life. So on Thursday, on Christmas Eve, you could text someone. Let's see, we have 8 of Cups, yeah, and Mother of Wands, Queen of Wands on for Friday. This is an energy where I'm gonna go and like you're going back, or whatever emotional baggage you had there. If you're lost the communication or cut off the communication, I do sense you're kind of going like, you're going in and you're taking responsibility. It might not be as you would like, kind of that way. They might be a bit off. You nearly kind of, I do sense you're kind of nearly wanting to demand it a little bit. It's saying like, well, I have done my work, now you do your bit. And this 8 of Cups energy where all the emotions have been gone, they're kind of coming back up. So the Christmas day could be a lot of communication. I nearly want to say it, text messaging, very passionate text messaging. The message which is need to be what had to be kind of communicated. Okay, there is, you nearly kind of are really peaking a little bit of your strength, and you're showing off who your character really is and how much you really love. I do sense that you could be a little bit codependently going in and saying like, but this is what I want, and not considering what they want. So I do sense you might have better off to kind of pull it a little bit back. But we have 7 of Swords for Saturday. Group 2 had 7 of Swords as well. For you, it is kind of a plans. So was for group 2. It's like making a plans, keeping one eye open, and being a little bit strategic about understanding what has gone wrong. There's a little bit manipulation here as well, but not a whole lot of in a bad way. I don't sense 7 of Swords at all as bad energy. It's just culminating the whole week into one. So you might have been drawn to group 1 or group 2 as well a lot. So you might be in between. And for a Sunday we have 4 of Swords. Yeah, it's just kind of very similar to 6 of Swords was for, yeah. So you're very similar for group 2. But 4 of Swords in reverse is like, there's a lot of understanding. If you started a communication on Saturday with, or Friday, kind of why didn't it work out, or why did you have this kind of, starting to explain yourself, what went wrong in the beginning of the week, and why your shadow side is working on you. You're kind of getting more understanding, more and more understanding, in this hermit card, kind of hermit mode, where you have this aha moment. It's actually 6 of Swords. That is a 6 of Swords in reverse. So you're traveling back as was a group 2. Just 6 of Swords in reverse. So you're something is going to come back to you. So I do sense that, like, if you had any kind of growl or growl at the beginning of the week, and you kind of felt that it was not going to go anywhere and this is not going to work out for you, then by end of the week you're going to return it, and you're going to start to make new plans of that person, how to move things forward. What I do hear here with the Angel of Love and Angel of Strength card is that you need to approach this with love, and you need to be not giving your power away, or force your power on someone and take someone else's power away, because it has to have an equal balance there. Okay, I want to see what is advice for you. Because I did do group 2 as well for advice. Group 1 didn't need advice. Group 1 was fabulous. Good reading. Very clear message there. Good week. Can we get advice? One card for group 3, please. What would they do? Oh, there you go. Protection. Call back your power, got the cord, soul retrieval. Yeah, if you're giving away too much. No, I kind of see for this card here, it's not about you calling back your power by letting other people to take your power. It's more about you're giving away your power yourself because your boundaries are very floppy. Okay, so you need to set firmer boundaries down, and really work with that conflict or that kind of an issue within you, because that's where your boundaries are loose, and that's how you let other people to come in and just give their opinion about the relationship or your work or your environment where you live or anything about you, and you just shut down and you're like, I'm not worthy enough, I can't do this anymore, and you start to understand, hang on, this is my head and people in around me. So you could get a good idea of watching group 2 as well, but you could be very much connected that the group 2 is your partner and group 3 is you, or vice versa. So because I do sense there is a bit of someone is coming back to demand their love from you, and and you are willing to. You're willing to go in, but you have to set very clear boundaries that they can't cross you. They can't come in and just take away from everything from you, and stand on your ground on it. The Aquarius and Saturn, they are Aquarius, Capricorn Aquarius and Jupiter Aquarius are actually very good to help you to set those boundaries. And Capricorn season and Saturn is a Capricorn sign. It is working with building your structures up. So we might need to demolish them first and build them up. But to demolish them, that's like the devil energy, where we are just going into this mode of depression, and then we release it all up and build it like volatile. This all comes up, these emotions, they're this gas, and you deal with them, they build, form, come down, and make the salt out of it. So that's an alchemy kind of form. So anyways, this is I have for you for the next 7 days. If I don't see you before, 2021 readings are available now. You can book. The details would be in my feed or a post below, or description box below. Also, I'm just going to go now and do some readings for the devil season, Capricorn, and what is the limitations, what we need to let go, because this is actually in alchemy. This is our last, where we are starting to build the structures around us and building in new structures, because we have done a lot of work already. New year, new you. So anyways, thanks so much for joining me, and I hope to chat to you soon. Bye.